In Korea, 4 little letters can tell you almost everything about a person, or at least that's the idea. Today, we're going to decode the MBTI mania that has completely taken over the country. So let's get right into it.
So picture this. You're in South Korea, you meet someone new, and one of the very first things they ask you is this. Seriously, forget what do you do for a living. Your 4-letter personality type is the new handshake. It's how you introduce yourself. Now, you might think, wow, are they trying to put me in a box? But that's not it at all. For Koreans, it's really just a sign of friendly curiosity. It's a way of saying, hey, I want to get to know you, and I want to do it fast. It's all about starting things off from a place of understanding. It's basically become a new social rule. You know, this isn't Korea's first time using a system like this. For years, it was all about blood types. People would say things like, oh, you're a type A. You must be so organized. It was fun, sure, but also kind of vague. The tech-savvy MZ generation wanted something that felt a bit more solid. So they switched to MBTI because it feels more detailed, more systematic, and, backed by data and logic. So why the intense obsession? Well, it really comes down to 3 key things that are pretty unique to Korean culture. It's a shortcut to connection, a social hack for a fast-paced life, and a framework for empathy. Let's break down what that actually means. Okay, first up, MBTI works as a kind of social map. In Korean culture, there's a huge emphasis on uri, or a sense of we-ness, of being part of a group. MBTI is like a cheat code to get there. It helps you quickly figure out someone's personality, find that common ground, and build that we feeling almost instantly. Second, it is the perfect social hack for the Pali-pali, or hurry-hurry culture. Things move fast in Korea. There isn't always time for long, deep conversations to get to know someone. So MBTI acts like a shared language that helps people sync up their communication styles right away. It's all about hyper-efficient relationship building. And third, and this one is really powerful, it's a tool for empathy. Instead of seeing a disagreement as someone's personal fault, like, why are you being so cold? You can just reframe it. It becomes, oh, you're a T for thinking and I'm an F for feeling. It just shifts the whole conversation from blame to understanding. All right, so that's the theory behind the craze. But what does this social map actually look like in the real world? Well, it turns out it is absolutely everywhere, from viral memes to how people act at the office. Okay, you need to remember this phrase. You will hear it constantly in Korea. It's one of the biggest memes right now. You'll see it in K-dramas, on YouTube, and you'll definitely hear it in chats with friends. Now, before you get offended, it's not an insult. It's actually a kind of charming, playful way of saying, hey, I really just want some sympathy right now, not a 10-step plan to fix my problem. It's a cute little protest when you just want someone to feel things with you for a minute. And that meme perfectly shows just how practical MBTI has become in everyday life. On dating apps, people literally use it to filter for partners they'll have better chemistry with. In the workplace, it's all about efficiency. Give the detailed reports to the J-types and the big picture ideas to the P-types. And of course, in K-pop, huge stars from BTS to NewJeans share their MBTI to seem more human and build a real connection with their fans. But as you can probably guess, it's not all fun and games. When a trend gets this big, it's bound to have a few controversies, especially when it moves out of social circles and into the professional world. Yeah, this is where things can get a little dicey. It's led to something people are calling MBTI discrimination. Some companies have actually put up job ads that say they prefer certain types, like only E-types for a sales job. Naturally, this caused a huge social debate, with people arguing, correctly, that you can't measure how good someone is at their job with just 4 letters. There's even a term for taking it too far, MBTI overindulgence. And that brings us to the most important point, one that a lot of Koreans are trying to emphasize now. MBTI works best when it's treated like a window, a way to see and understand someone better. It should never be a prison that you use to trap them with a label. It's meant to start a conversation, not end it. All right, so to help you fit right in during your next chat in Seoul, here's a little cheat sheet. Asking what's your MBTI is the go-to opener. If you're hitting it off, you can say your MBTI chemistry is great. And after they tell you their type, a perfect response is, I knew it. You totally seem like a... It just shows you get it, When you really boil it down, this whole phenomenon isn't just about a personality test. It's about something much more human, right? It's our deep need to understand each other, to connect, and to feel like we belong. It's just a very modern tool for a very old need. So, now that you have the map for understanding this part of Korean culture, I've got to ask, what's your MBTI?